Good day and welcome to the Sport Rep Show. This is your host, Jesse Jackson Kauraitha, unpacking the latest sports news. And now for your latest on the hit list. Namibia's young warriors unfortunately failed to beat that is Zambia after going down by 2-1 in today's fixture. Definitely not one for the books there. The team doesn't have a chance of qualifying further. Their hopes have been dashed there. The International Cohen tournament will take place on the CFC grounds on Saturday. 3 teams from Germany will be taking part in the competition as they aim to impress on foreign soil. The Under-19 and women's national teams will also be participating in the Cup tournament, which is intended to serve as the final preparation before the departure to the World Championships in Chile and Argentina respectively. The first matches of the prestigious tournament will kick off, that is at 8:30 in the morning. In the A category, the guest teams from TSV Grafenau of Bavaria, 2 under-18 national teams and 2 teams from the host CFC will battle it out in the round-robin format. The newly crowned league champion CFC 1 aim to put the domestic CFC Cup back in their showcase after 3 titles so far this season, while attempting to keep their mission of a quintuple alive. The Korigas Mayors Cup football tournament that concluded over the weekend has been described as a success. The tournament was won by Roba Chandis, beating Okarindi Komutati in the final after 16 teams from the region had entered the competition held under the auspices of the town's mayor, Patience Howes. Organizer Justin said, "I must say the tournament was a major success. Everything went according to plan and the mayor was pleased with what transpired. We are definitely looking forward to hosting another tournament next year." The main organizer lauded the people of Korigas for playing their part in the success of the tournament. The tournament had a positive impact on the people of Korigas and surrounding areas, Justin Abeb said. 36 players took to the course in the popular Namib Diesel Par 3 competition at Walvis Bay Golf Club on Saturday. The Par 3 event is a unique in the course as it's rearranged, making all holes only Par 3s. It is the only event on the club calendar which players are not required to enter a score for the day. It is also the only medal competition where the winner is the best gross score on the day. Jaco Griev shot a solid 57 on the Par 54 hole course and took home the first prize and the trophy. The best net prize went to Wayne Hart on 50, with Andre Berger second, winning a count out against Chris Botma on 50.5 each. There were no 2 club prize winners, but a kilo of wash went to the closest to the pin on every hole. Johnny Borges found the course to his liking, winning 3 of them. Jaco said at the prize giving that Namib Diesel will return next year. The senior division was won by Peter Davidson last week on 37 points, ahead of John Redman second on 36 and Rory Waldron 36 points as well. Definitely something there. And on to another positive news we have for you. Namibian-born flyhalf Maughan Jarman, 19, put on an impressive show during the most recent Under-19 Arthur Johnson Sport Week tour to Europe. The South African-based touring side played 2 matches and registered convincing wins against teams in France and Italy. Jarman converted 5 tries in 40-10 win in the first match against Co-Bearer in Marseille, France on 22 September. He also touched down 4 times and added 6 conversions, that is 2 points in the second game against Cus Genova, which finished 69-10 in Genova, Italy on 24 September. This performance earned him the Man of the Match accolade. The skillful Yamar is doing his metric and plays for Pro Ed Academy in Swakopmund, was noticed along 6 of his Namibian teammates who played their way into the South African-based Under-19 Arthur Johnson Sport Week touring side while doing duty for their school at the annual Arthur Johnson Sport Week in Mossel Bay in March. The The Sport Week is hosted by Point High School at the Jan van Riebeeck Stadium and draws hundreds of learners from schools throughout South Africa. Now that is something positive from the young men out there. We will now go for a break, and after that it is Golden Oldies.
From the day you were born and welcomed until your pensioner years on this earth, your life is filled with changes and phases. What mattered the most at age 10 may be an unknown memory at 25. The heartbreak at 16 may be replaced with wedding bells at 27. The degree you've always wanted or starting your career business may come true at age 30. And the dream to own your own home may come to realization at age 50. Whatever stage you find yourself in, whatever matters right now, Standard Bank has what you need to bank like you. Choose your own path. Choose endless possibilities. Standard Bank, it can be.
Today on our Golden Oldies segment, we go down memory lane to speak to one of Namibia's top goalkeepers, Marcellus Vetbeen, who was one of the top football stars the country has produced. After that, we hear from Ario Hart as well, who brings us the latest international news from HSC Jackson Kauraitha. Do enjoy the interview. Sport Rep is here. That is Itsumep again. That is with a former goalkeeper, a legend, the first goalkeeper for the national team. That was in the 90s. He went on to play, that is for Chief Santos, and as well as Black Africa, that is in the Premier League. Mr. Vetbeen, that is Marcellus Vetbeen. Welcome to Sport Rep. Can you just tell us about your football career, how you started it all?
I started to play in around 1986. That's the day I officially started playing for Chief Santos. Around the age of 17 years. I was since I started. I start in the second team of Chief Santos. Mainly playing the TCL League, which was only for the local teams. And then proceed to become the first choice goalkeeper.
That is of
That is from 1987 up to 1989, where I joined Black Africa, and it was just a short term with Black Africa, and then I returned back to Chief Sandos, and most of my playing time I was with Chief Sandos. We won a lot of trophies with Chief Sandos.
And we won a lot of trophies with Chief Sandos.
Yeah, we won the NFA Cup 4 times in a row. We were only unlucky to lose out on Live Fighters on the semi-finals. When we lost to Live Fighters on penalties at the Nomtub Stadium.
Okay.
That was when we were trying to play the final for the 5th time, but we could not succeed. We lost out on the semi-finals. Where there were also other cups that we won with Chief Sandos, like the Metropolitan, the Castle Classic, the John Player Special. And most of the times in the league, we will end up in the first 5. We won the Namibian League, the Premier League, 2 or 3 times.
That time you were a goalkeeper.
Yeah, in all these matches, I was the main goalkeeper. I was the first choice goalkeeper. I was selected the first national goalkeeper in 1990 when we got the independence for the Brave Warriors.
And so I wanted to know, all these years as a goalkeeper, who did you fear the most coming up against? Who was one of those guys you didn't want to play up against?
I cannot really tell because the most feared striker was my own brother. It was Keros, and as we were in the same team, I could not see someone dangerous than him.
So he had more power. He was the feared guy. I know a lot of goalkeepers in their history always talk about Keros. But as a teammate, opposing goalkeeper, who is one of the opposing goalkeepers of your time that you say was at your level as well, and someone you also admired?
Yeah, I know about the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper, I still remember him, is the one I admire was Grusi Gosep. He was that time playing for Sorrento Bucks. Yeah. Yeah, that's the goalkeeper I greatly admired.
So during this time, you admired Grusi Gosep. So what is one of the most memorable game you played in your career? The one game that stands out for you that day you were at the top of your game, and against which team was it?
The most memorable game that I played was not against a club, against a local club. It was against Lesotho in 1990, just soon after we got the independence. Yeah, in Maseru. Yeah.
So
it was with the national team. Yeah.
And that day you were so that about that time you were how old? Maybe during that time you were a young keeper.
Yeah, I was young. I still cannot remember the exact age.
The exact age. Yeah, no,
yeah,
I know.
But I remember the year was just soon after independence. It was the first Brave Warriors squad moving to Lesotho, and we were having 2 friendlies against the Lesotho team. The first game we lost 1-0, That's the game I remember. And then the second match we played, we drew 2-2. Yeah, Joseph Martins was the man who scored the first goal, and then Geros.
So during your days, if you look at the difference now between the current Brave Warriors that we have and back in the days, what could be one of the differences that you see or that you have observed between these teams? Between the team of your era and the team of now?
Yeah, what I can say is at the time when we were playing and looking at the Brave Warriors, they would play as a team, as a unit. But these days, I don't think they come up with the same strategy because the games that I watched, everyone is playing on his own.
And there needs to be that unity, you say. So here in the beautiful town of Tsumeb, is there anyone perhaps that you have transferred your skills to, that you have trained to become a goalkeeper like the goalkeeper you was?
I will quickly. Yeah, I know about the goalkeeper who I must say is in my footsteps. It's simply Arnold Subeb. Arnold Subeb. I want him to go far as I heard that he become the goalkeeper coach for the Brave Warriors. Yeah.
So here in Tsumeb, which local team do you support?
No other team than Chief Santos.
No other team than Chief Santos.
Yes.
Yes, I know Chief Santos means a lot to the people of Tsumeb. And what are some of the other competitive teams in this area that you think were always giving Chief Santos a problem?
About the time that we were playing, there was no other team that we could fear because we were the champions.
You were the kings of the cups.
We were the champions.
Do you still have some of those medals at home?
Yeah, I still have them.
Do any kids to show them that, look, this is me?
Yeah, I have kids.
And do you hope that they can also, are some of them even playing football or anything?
Only that I don't have kids playing football. They are not interested. It's funny that it comes that way.
Yeah, because I think the Vetpian family in this area was known for football, right?
Yeah, my cousins are playing.
And a guy like, I don't know, are you related to Sydney? Is he a family member? Uriko? Or is it just the surname?
No. If the surname is Urikop, then it's a family member.
Okay, any local boy from Tsumeb that has impressed you, that is playing at the top level, which player would you say, except Arnold Tsumeb, any other player that you say from Tsumeb you admire that player? Is there any other player? Nothing?
No, these days the kids, they don't come up. They don't come up to play the way the players were playing that time. And I still don't remember.
You still don't remember? You can't recall any that
No.
that has impressed you in any way?
No, not in this time.
Okay. Before we close off, I know like it's a very sport is a very important thing. What any word you would give to the young players out there?
The only thing that I will come up with is the way the street football started. The only problem I see these days is they are playing the mini goals. That means they are not having any goalkeepers in between the poles. Yeah, and in the long run, it will come out that we will not have goalkeepers because it's difficult when you have the mini poles to shoot from far. Even we will not even have sub shooters.
Yes.
Yeah, as I have observed. I will advise them always to have a goalkeeper behind the post. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Neo Paints is proud to call Namibia home. For more than 70 years, Neo Paints has been inspired by this country's natural colors and beauty to produce the wide variety of trusted quality paints we have become known for. Proudly Namibian by nature, Neo Paints has over the years involved itself in several key projects across the nation, bringing lasting beauty, premium paints to liven up both indoor and outdoor environments. As durable as the Namib Desert, Neo Paints has stood the test of time through all weather conditions, leaving a lasting impression on the hearts and the minds of all Namibians. Neo Paints Namibia, a coat of excellence.
Today we are going to learn how to bake.
Welcome everyone.
Things may not always go as planned, but our technology doesn't fail. Join Paratus today. Paratus, always prepared.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, and starting off with soccer news first. One game was played midweek game in the English Premier League, and that was Bournemouth that played at home against Southampton. Bournemouth winning that game by 3-1. Other news from the English Premier League is that pressure is still mounting on Manchester United coach Erik ten Hag. That's after a loss at home the last weekend against Tottenham Hotspur by 3-0. At the moment, it's Manchester United at 12th position on the log. They've got, after 6 games, only 7 league points. There was strong speculation that Erik ten Hag might lose his position this week, but he is still going to be in charge this coming weekend. That's according to Manchester United, and they play against Aston Villa. That's an away game for Manchester United. Difficult game because Aston Villa at the moment is in the top 5 of the English Premier League. Lock leaders at the moment, Liverpool. They've got an away game this coming weekend against Crystal Palace. Then the defending champion, Manchester City, they at home against Fulham. And it is also Arsenal that's got a home game against Southampton. They're also in the top 3 at the moment. That is Arsenal. Now moving on to tennis news, it's a Chinese Open that continue. A big result for Paula Badosa in the women's section of the tournament. It is Paula Badosa of Spain, the 15th seed, that beat Jessica Pegula, the number 2 seed, comfortably by 6-4 and 6-love, and Badosa through to the quarterfinals. Also good result for local favourite, that is Qinwen Zheng. She's the number 5 seed. She beat Norma Pedroska of Argentina by 6-3 and 6-2, also through to the quarterfinals. Aryna Sabalenka, the number 1 seed player, also still in the tournament. A good result. She beat Annette Kruger of the USA by 6-2 and 6-2. In the men's side of the tennis draw, it is the top 3 seeds, all 3 of them still in the tournament. It is Yannick Sinner, number 1 seed, beating Jerry Lazeski 6-2 and 7-6. Then number 2 seed, Carlos Alcaraz, too strong for Karen Khachanov, 7-5, 6-2. It was Alcaraz that won. And then also number 3 seed, Daniil Medvedev, also through to the semi-finals. So that's all in the Chinese Open that will continue and will finish over the weekend. To close off today's international sports news, it's Formula 1 racing news. The next race will be on the 20th of October. That will be the United States Grand Prix at Austin. But the news from the Renault team is that they announced that they will stop their Formula 1 engine program by 2025. And that will mean that the Renault Alpine team will need to find another manufacturer for the engines. And there's strong speculation, or it's expected, that it will be Mercedes-Benz that will supply their engines from 2026. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day, and we talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.